cover page of my website, and since you've already done HTML in the last semester, you know how this works. So now, what are your thoughts about having a cover page for my website?
It's a new idea because like we weren't introduced to it during our session, and I guess it's kind of like interesting to have because the viewer already knows like what to expect.
And what are your opinions on the color combinations or the color scheme of this page specifically?
The red kind of like complements the theme of the play because it's pretty tragic and like very blood related. So yeah.
All right. Now, could you please take me to the home page of my website?
Sure. There. Beautiful.
So, what is your opinion on the layout of this webpage?
It's easy to access everything. You can pretty much see everything from the first look. Like as soon as you click on the home page, it pretty much has taken you over the entire webpage.
And is all the text legible? Like, is it easy to read?
Yep, I can read everything.
All right, that's great. Okay, and how about the marquee? What do you think about having a marquee on my webpage?
It's pretty cool because like it has all your information and like stuff, which is good for a website.
All right. So, what are some features that you find like interesting about this specific webpage?
I like the GIF and the fact that there's like a submit email for updates thing. So
sure. Do you want to try putting your email in?
Yeah. Sure. Why not? It works.
Oh, yay! So that just means I will send you some updates about my website through email.
That's a really good idea.
Thank you. And could you please confirm that the functions are all working for the audio?
So here is the pause button.
It works.
Play. And
it skips forward.
Yeah, and I can turn it off if it's really annoying.
Now, can you also check if the video works, please?
Yeah, sure. And it's loading.
The plot of Macbeth is all about
It's working.
And it's about the plot, so it just gives you like an overview of how the plot's going to be.
The thing is, because Macbeth is a tragedy, you know this stuff.
Now, could you please take me to the character webpage of this website?
And here.
So, do you like the way this webpage is laid out? Like, do you like the color combination and the contrast?
Yeah, it's really good because it just gives you an overview of the theme of the play, like I said earlier.
Yeah. And how would you describe like the images? Do you think they're relevant to the content? Do you think they give you like a visual representation of how the characters might be?
Yeah, because the visual representation also counts as towards a big part of their character like behavior throughout the entire story. So the way they look kind of also informs the viewer on what to expect during the play. And at the same time, the information also like it's not too much and it's not too little.
So it's not information overload. It doesn't overwhelm you.
It doesn't spoil anything either.
It just gives you a sort of outline of the characters. And just like the first page, this one also has a marquee. And okay, and can you now take me to the movie adaptation webpage, please?
Sure thing.
So, what is your opinion on having a webpage devoted solely to movies? Since I know, like, I've seen a lot of my friends' websites and they do not actually focus on this, but I chose to. So, what do you think of that?
I think it's a good idea because it just shows how famous the play is and just how many adaptations of the play there has been, which shows both the fame of the play and the author himself.
Of course. And how about the fact that it's displayed chronologically? So, like, what do you think? How does that help a reader?
I guess it's just like it's been at the same time. I mean, it's like been adapted since an early period, an era. Like as soon as the thing was, and the recent version, like an old version and a recent version of the play. So. Just if you watch all of them, you can see how like it's been changed maybe. evolved. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you like the rusty background? I never got to ask you about like the whole background thing because most people tend to use like simple plain backgrounds, but I chose to use like a sort of rusty background.
I don't know why I chose that, but like, is it to complement the?
I think it just enhances the whole website because initially, as I had planned, I did have a plain red background. But then I decided to just experiment a little bit, you know, with the codes and the attributes, and I came up with this. So I found it enhancing the website. Yeah. Is the text visible on this website?
Very visible.
All right. Now, could you please take me more about the author webpage? Okay. So, what are your thoughts about having two different boxes devoted just talking about the author, but they're still kind of split up information? So, why do you think that is? Like, why?
First of all, there are two different topics. Like, one is just general facts that could captivate someone into like reading maybe more books or plays of William Shakespeare. And another early life paragraph could also help like understand him more and maybe help someone understand how he got like inspired into writing a book.
Sure thing. Okay, now could you just take me to the final webpage, which is the bibliography, please?
Yes.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about having a webpage for bibliography since we were given an option of either having it directly on the website or just on a Word document, but I thought it would be like nicer if I just put it on the website.
It's actually a really good idea because the reader can get more information as well as like learn new things about the play, which hasn't been concentrated in this website, which is not like a fault, it's just, yeah.
Alright, and the information, like the bibliography, is displayed in MLA format, so it kind of gives you an overview of like the source and how it's actually a trustable source. So
Yes.
So for just the final, could you type your name in on this box so we can take the survey then?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the survey, and since you've already done it, I wouldn't want to bother you to do it all over again. But do you think it's a cool idea to just have your survey linked to your website?
Yes, that's a good idea because you don't have to open a different webpage all for that. It's just really easily accessible and stuff.
Alright, thank you so much, Afra, for